I am trying. I'm almost there. Da, 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 da. I am almost there. Up. Let's look at it. See if that works. Nope, didn't work. C'est la vie. Such is life. So I'm just at it, and I'm doing it because I have to. I said I would, so I am. It is a. I'm back. It's your partner Frankie P. It's your partner Frankie P. And we are here this evening. Like I said, this is the best time. We're here for the best time of the evening. This is when we get together. I'm going over my Lucky Life Journal. If you'd like to pull yours out and go over yours at the same time, please feel free. This would be a great energy. I guess a great way to keep each other accountable. So I'm keeping myself accountable by doing the videos. So I'm going to keep that up. I haven't said I think I said it once. So I am getting a little better, and I'm excited about that. Keeping that up. Doing these videos actually helps me to speak more, hear myself speak more rather than inside of my mind, and I'm able to correct myself more often because I'm becoming more conscious and more aware of what I attain to do and how to attain it. So it's just not becoming great, it's just becoming better, a little bit better day by day by day. So we titled this one 95% of who we are is. Now I wanted to cover that. So, but first, I wanted to go over for those who are just joining us. If you are filling out your Lucky Life Journal, that's what I've just firmly named it, affectionately named it. We go through our day, and what this does, it kind of forces us to relive our day in our mind, and we're only putting down those things that are moving us forward toward any goal that we want to attain. We will put it down in our journal. Then we will affix a time limit or a flat fee based on what we have done, how long it may have taken us to do it, how long we were doing that particular thing. Did it again. Need to come up with another way to say when I'm looking for a word in between that bridge. I need to find a bridge word or a bridge. I need to find a way to bridge my sentences because obviously when I'm using that word, it's because I have nothing else to say at that time and I'm trying to think of the next continuation. But we're writing down our our events that have happened during the day that are getting us closer and closer to the goal that we wish to obtain. The reason we are calling this the vibrational bank is because we're building up a vibration, a feeling of what we want to have to it when we obtain that goal. And I just thought about this. We are building up a great bank, and it's giving us a good feeling, and we haven't even obtained it yet. That's one of the keys. That's one of the keys. So we have a certain amount of time that we've put to it. We've affixed a dollar amount, and based on that time, we'll have each one of them. So today, always, every day, I'll put down my Lucky Life Journal. The meditation. If you go to work, your business. For instance, for me, one of the things that I did, I'm in the process of patenting a phrase. So I took one of the steps, and sometimes that is the most difficult part because you're nervous. You don't know how to do it. You're kind of nervous about doing it because it's something that's out there. But I contacted the patent and trading office. So that was one step that I did. So I paid myself for actually doing that. I have to put down some more things that I did as far as the podcast, editing the podcast, but maybe I'll put that down tomorrow. But since I didn't put a deposit, maybe that's one of my consequences, is that I have to think about what I'm doing and put it down. If not, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get the goat, sometimes the goat gets you. But what I was understanding is that, and going over the title, is that 95% of who we are, what is it? It is an unconscious program that we practice on a daily basis. So by the time we're 30, science is proving that 95% of our actions that we do on a daily basis, they're just simply unconscious programs that we have done habitually over time, that becomes our being. That becomes who we say that we are, that we believe we are, and so we only act above at the level of our belief. So since we habitually have these actions, that's who we believe we are, so we continuously do them. Here's what's exciting about that. Because if we habitually did it and it's only a habit, the solution, I learned this from Dr. Joe Dispenza, the solution is to understand, I take that back. Let me not give Dr. This was Wayne Dyer. This was Wayne Dyer. He says the solution is to understand that the only thing that is real, talked about infinity. He started the conversation about anything that's finite has a beginning and has an end. If it has no end, that becomes infinite. Anything that we think about, anything that we do, anything that we are is finite. It is not infinite. The only thing that is infinite never ceases, because once it stops, by definition, it becomes finite. Our body is finite. Our thoughts are finite. So if we know that, we can change it. The only thing that is real is that which never changes. So if our thoughts can change and it's going in the direction that we don't want, then we can change it, because it is just an illusion. Everything else is just an illusion. The only thing that is real is that which never changes. All else is just an illusion. So our thought of our quote unquote reality is just an illusion of who we believe from our perspective. That is, so it can be changed. It can be changed, and that's the great part. So that's where we go into the next part with our affirmations. We're going to our affirmations. I was just, and this was talking to my wife today, because I was driving. As I was driving this morning, and I just kept wanting to pick up my phone. I kept just wanting to pick up my phone, and because I didn't have the radio on, I just wanted to pick up my phone and either turn on the radio or listen to a video or something, because I was driving. And so the thought came to me as I'm driving. My mind said, the loudest place that I have ever been is a quiet place in my mind. I think a silent place. The loudest place that I have ever been is a silent place in my mind. I was like, wow. Okay, so I called my wife. As soon as I thought about it, I called my wife. I said, listen. So that's where a lot of us are. Anytime something is quiet, that's the loudest place we have ever been, because our mind is going here. Something's yelling here. Something's coming here. Something's going there. It's like, okay. So again, how do you do that? Understanding It comes from the understanding that the only thing that is real is that which never changes, that which is infinite. So if it's not infinite, it can change, and it's not real, it's just an illusion. Okay, so I was looking at the emotional scale. Someone actually sent me an email, and it said, I do the videos, and I looked at a couple of your videos, and you're talking about just being joyful. Basically, they said, yes, it feels good, but it's like a ha ha ha. And no, hopefully that is the point of this, is to make you feel better. But I'm not going to say him or her, but the person was kind of telling me that they were in a kind of a depressed stage. And so I'm saying go from depression in their mind. I'm saying in my videos to go from depression to joy. And it's a difficult thing to do. And I understand that. So here's what I kind of typed back, and I said, I encourage them to practice. That this particular, I guess, solution came from Abraham Hicks. She talked about the emotional scale, and I wrote it down, and it went from despair to joy, or depression to joy. So when a person is depressed, it is a little difficult for them to go directly to joy. But can you go from depression to maybe a next emotional feeling of maybe revenge? So here's what happened. You go from depression and you're silent and you're quiet. And then you go from revenge and you're taking an action. The outside world, they may beat you down because of the revenge factor, and you turn around and go right back into depression. So you're going up the scale. Revenge is the next scale. Then you may be able to go from revenge to anger. Again, they don't want you to be angry, so they hit you down. But you still have to continue to go. But then you maybe can go from anger to frustration. And then the next one, you can maybe go from frustration to hopefulness. And then maybe hopefulness to appreciation, appreciation to joy. To knowing to joy. So maybe you can't go from depression all the way to joy, but you can take the next step and maybe get to anger. Maybe you can go from depression to anger. And then if you can go to anger, maybe just a little bit more tweaking, you can go from anger to frustration. And then eventually work your way up to joy. So that's what I would encourage you to do with the emotional scale. So now we're just going through, we've added up the vibrational bank, built up our equity in our vibrational bank. Then we go to our affirmations. And the reason we speak it, I say it out loud, I write it, it's firing another circuit in my brain. I'm seeing it, I'm hearing it. So I'm getting all of these circuits firing together. So that's why I'll look back, I'll see it, I'll hear it, I say it, I'll write it, I'll see the ink coming out, and it's firing all of these circuits. So it's going into our subconscious, our conscious mind. The first one is, I love you. We may not hear that. Most people don't hear that at all, at least not on a daily basis. But when you're saying it, you're actually saying this to yourself. I love you, just as you are. Just as you are. I apologize. For any negativity I have placed upon you. Now, on this particular one, let's start it again. I have to pay. I'm gonna be paying. My whole vibrational bank money is gonna go to these ums and ahs. But I took down my ego, so that's actually the next one, is please forgive me. Please forgive me. I humble myself. I humble myself. And what I found myself doing this morning, I had to apologize to my wife because yesterday we were in a stressful situation, and it maybe came across as non-caring, but whenever I'm in a sales atmosphere and I feel the person is trying to close me and they ask me a question, I was like, well, no, the answer is no, I'm not interested. Then they go to a next level. Now, then I become frustrated. One of the emotional scales, frustrated, but I turn off because it is, when I say no, it's no. Don't come to me, ask me another way to do it. I don't want to go through that. I am not going through that. I am not getting emotional involved. Once I say no, it's no, and let's go on to the next point. So I had to apologize because it did, and it could be construed, and it could come across as being insensitive. But no, I wasn't insensitive. I just had all the information that I needed. I made it a decision, and my decision was final, and I wasn't budging off my decision. The final is thank you. So when they came back, I said, I'll see y'all later. Told my wife, let's go. We said, thank you. It is done. It is done. Yes. Now we go through our I am statements. I am love. And remember, we're going over, we're intertwining I am, and then we're using the word God. So the first part, we're going to say I am love. Then we'll say God is love. I am joy. God is joy. I am peace. God is peace. Or whatever source you believe, that's terminology to better fit you. That's what I would encourage you to utilize. I am healthy. God is healthy. You can utilize, and if you have any words, adjectives, directions that you would put, feel free to let me know. I'm making add it to mine. I am well. God is well. I am fulfilled. God is fulfilled. I am consistent. God is consistent. I follow through. With my words and actions. Words and actions. I only attract high vibrations. Come on, there we go. Got it. To the vision. Whether your vision is for your health, whether your vision is for your finances, whether it's typically just maybe 4 to 6 buckets that we are focusing on. Maybe our health, our relationship, business, or occupation. So, yeah, so we have love, happiness. But most of the times, the things we want to have is because we want to be happy. So I always say, let's just be happy. Then, if we get the things, that's just cherry on top. Okay. my wife and I. Yeah. So yeah, family, your family, your relationship, your money. Trying to think of the other things. They're like two or three others of your health, uh, hold happily, uh, hold hands. Wow. Walking on the warm beach. My children enjoy college and are honor roll students. Okay, so may ask, why am I looking back? It's because I'm firing. I'm seeing it, I'm hearing it, I'm saying it, I'm writing it. My doctors are amazed at my great health. And I have over 1 million loyal YouTube subscribers. So that's it. Typically would take you 5 to 10 minutes. The reason we're doing it again at nighttime is because that's when our conscious mind tends to lower it. Our subconscious mind tends to accept the suggestions that we are feeding into it, and then it's solidified as we sleep and we go into our delta state of our mind. So that's why we do this at nighttime, just to seep it in, to accept it, and then to seal it. But that takes 5 to 10 minutes. You do this on a nightly basis. You could choose, like, so whatever direction or whatever part of your life that you would like to increase or get a little bit better at. Could be your health. Again, could be weight. Could be smoking. Could be anything that you want to deal with and get better at. So, if you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out. The only way I'm going to get to 1,000,000 shots, I might have to do it one at a time. The only way I'm going to get there is if that you help me out. Go over to BS, the letter BS, the number 4, entrepreneurs.com. Take a second just to hit the subscribe buttons. We're putting out our podcasts. We're putting out clips to educate you on what will be coming up, and then we're going to have the full clips that are coming out also, so you can see the full conversation that we've had with our guests, who are giving you some phenomenal information, some phenomenal resources. If you are being a business minded, if you are a business minded person. So this is your partner, Frankie P. I'm out of here for tonight. Remember, you change your perspective, you change your life. You change your perspective, you change your life. You change your perspective. 95% of who you are is just a set of unconscious programs that you habitually do. And once you understand that and you put yourself in another direction because it's not real, guess what's happened? You change your life. Peace. Holla. Thanks, guys. See y'all tomorrow.